Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back and very happy summer solstice. Even though it is almost completed, it's 5:15ish, I think, here on the West Coast. I know dwindling down on the East Coast of the US, and for some parts of the world it is over, but that does not mean that this blessing does not apply to you. So yeah, let's see what blessing the universe has for us with these summer solstice energies going on. It's been a very active day for myself. I don't know about other people. Phones are talking, guides are talking, and yeah, just wonderful, magical stuff going on. So yeah, what do you have for us? We're starting with the fairy blessing deck. I may need to use the book. I don't know all the fairy terminology. But that would be the only reason to use it, as I don't generally follow the book. So yeah, what do you have for us from the fairy blessings? Okay, 2 more shuffles, and I'm taking the top. This one and 2. And we have a blessing of Awen. Oh, poop. Okay. Yeah, I believe Awen is one of the fairy queens. So let me just double check that. Sorry about this. Okay, so the fairy gift of divine and flowing inspiration. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just talking about. All the energy that is going on with this day. And yeah, even yesterday, it didn't come up in the moon reading, but I was just feeling so much creativity ready to get started. And it's creativity isn't just artistic creativity. Creativity has many forms. You can be creative in medical and okay, speaking of medical, they show me Dr. Ben Carson, how he came up with a way to temporarily stop those conjoined twins' hearts in order to separate them. That was something totally out of the box, totally creative. And it just set the precedence for a new way of handling conjoined twins. So perfect example that creativity isn't just art. It can be anything. And whatever you are creating in your head, be sure to write it down that you don't forget it, because these are downloads from the universe of things for you to do, things that will help you ascend, transcend, bring in that prosperity, and really get you out of that 3D job that you hate so much. I'm hearing some of you are getting these downloads, but you are not listening. You're busy looking at everybody else. So bring the focus back to you. This is about you and what gifts you have or creativity you have. I'm seeing cupcakes. So if you're some kind of baker, maybe that is how you get started. Actually, they're showing me like cupcakes with stars, like candied stars, kind of bringing in the galactic feel into um, baking. Okay. So yeah, just anything um, to get you going. And even if you just start with baking, um, you know, totally nothing wrong with starting your own business that way as you continue to learn and figure out your purpose here on this planet. And maybe that is your purpose, bringing the galactic to the general public in a very unsuspecting way. I love that idea. So I hope that's resonating with somebody. I'm feeling like it's a very small number of people that's going to resonate with. So let's pull from this, what are you, Divine Animals deck, to get the reading going. Yeah, is it more on our creativity? Thank you. Okay, so we have the hare with cycles. Ooh, being the hare, acceleration. That's what I'm hearing. It's well known that rabbits rapidly reproduce. So this is a time of creativity, calling in your guides to help you with whatever it is you're struggling as far as your creativity goes, and just continually looking for those new ideas, writing them down. Do not share them with anybody because it has come up before in other readings. People are ready to steal. Many people are out of jobs and people get desperate and they will steal. And it doesn't matter exactly if it's like a career idea, because I remember when I was in school, one of the few memories I have of childhood, I wrote a short story and it was like weird, of course. And then my friend, who was my best friend at that time, she read it before we turned it in, and she totally reversed everything that I said, but made it hers. She stole my story and then she like reversed everything so she could say it was hers, and made sure she turned it in first. And I got in trouble by the teacher saying, oh, you're supposed to write your own story, not copy somebody else's. You don't want that to happen to these ideas that are coming in. And it's just like a flow. Like I'm seeing all these little fluffy butts like overflowing, rabbit butts. And it's going to be a little overwhelming, so be prepared. Keep grounded. Make sure you get out there, get some sunlight, get your feet in the soil or connect with the plant. If you're freaked out about getting your bare feet out there, I know people like are concerned with like fungus and all that. At least get your hands in the soil. Any kind of connection with Mother will help you stay grounded as these rapidly firing ideas come at you. And I am not getting any sector of genre or business or anything. This is for all of us. So let's all be prepared. And if you're one of those that think you're so uncreative, whatever ideas come to you, write them down and then put it aside and then come back to it the next week. You will realize you have a lot of creativity. So, whew. Okay, let's pull from the star deck. I'm just sticking with the moon tarot decks that I use, since this is such a beautiful celestial day, such an important day of our years. So yeah, what more do you have for us to bless us this day of the sun, this longest day of the year? Oops. Thank you. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Not what you think it is. So don't worry that they're in reverse. So we have the World, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this is just a loving warning not to get overwhelmed with all the opportunities that are going to be coming at you, all the ideas, and not knowing where to go. Okay, they're reminding me of one of my professors. I just completed a degree, and yeah, it was 3 classes, full-time work. One was a semester-long project, and the other one was a capstone, just pulling in everything from the 5 semesters of this degree. But my professor for the research project, she said, you need to take a break and set a schedule. You work on this thing, this class this day, capstone this day, and gosh, I don't even remember what the 3rd class was. In one ear, out the other. Okay, brain dump. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but to make that schedule. So if you are finding yourself overwhelmed with all the things that the universe has presented you, make a schedule. We are human still, even though we are full of stars and stardust and we breathe, we are of the heaven and the earth. We're still human. So we have to remember to treat our bodies and be kind to ourselves and take breaks and do the self-care, but make a schedule so you're not feeling overwhelmed. And I will say, I personally have gone through this recently. And yeah, I still have my calendar from school and I will be using it. So yeah, even if you have to get like a whiteboard calendar to help you stay organized with all these ideas coming at you, because they do take time. And if it's a lot, it is overwhelming and you feel like you have to do everything in one day, but it is not. So give yourself a break, give yourself a hug, because the universe is loving you and just showering all these gifts upon all of us. And yeah, we are at that point where this cycle is ending and we are about to start something new and fabulous and wonderful. You know, we're crossing that divide. We're crossing dimensions. We are bridging the gap and we are ready to cross through that veil and truly become those beings that we came here to be and do what we signed up for. And I'm hearing people are going to start speaking light language. More people are going to be writing code. And more people are going to be getting downloads of activations, and yeah, there's just going to be like an overflow of star activity. I just heard. So be prepared. They just want us to be prepared, and remember to take time out when we feel overwhelmed. But the reason the 10 of Cups is in reverse is to let go of all the ideals that we hold of how we think it should be. It is different for everybody. One person may tap into their light language one way, and it's totally different for another person. So throw out all those imaginative ideals that you may have, in terms, even with your own abilities, on how you think it should go, because it's not how we think it should go. It's how the universe makes it go. And a lot of us do have these expectations, and we're waiting for that to happen, but we're not realizing our gifts are already either activated or they're coming online, and we're just focused on that vision of how we want it to be, that we're not even noticing it. So yeah, please consider a self-evaluation, and really letting go of any ideals you may have. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna name drop here. Yes, Zoe Jackson is a fabulous. She can connect to her guides. She speaks fairy. She connects with fairy. And it's beautiful to watch. It is amazing. And anytime she's speaking light language, it's just comforting. And that is what draws people to her. But we need to remember Zoe is Zoe, and we are who we are. So yes, we can be as wonderful as Zoe, but our abilities are different, and they will present differently. Doesn't mean you're not on par with her her gifts, but we are ourselves, and we are not to be copies of anybody else. So yeah, that's just the example they gave. I love you, Zoe. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, let's pull from this deck, the other star deck. This is the Cosmic Tarot, if you're wondering. So yeah, and as of course I always forget, this is a general reading. So yeah, take what applies, discard what doesn't. But this is a blessing from the universe. So I hope it all applies. Okay, we got 4 cards. So 10 of Pentacles. Yes, this is everything we've been working towards being realized. The struggles we've had to endure, they're not for nothing. And yes, they're telling me this is you personally. So I'm there with you if this is resonating. But yeah, the struggles, they're not forever, and we need to remember that. Sometimes we as humans get tunnel vision on the struggle, and we forget to look beyond it. So this is just a reminder of them saying, look beyond it. Remember the promise. Remember why you are doing what you're doing and why you're going through what you're going through. There are rewards beyond your imagination waiting, and they will come. Just keep pushing, keep trusting, and surrender. Accept what is happening. Learn to love it as hard as it is. The moment we put love into anything, we let go of any resentment, we let go of the pain, and we let go of any heartache and anything blocking forward movement. So it can take a while to get to that point, especially if you are in a moment of deep pain. You need to express yourself, let the grief play out, let the tears come. But once you have that release, look at it. Try to find the blessing in the trials and learn to love it. So then we have 10 of Swords. Interesting. So tens are ending cycles as well. So this is the realization of what we are capable of. And this is shedding, letting go of everything that is not serving us, letting go of the toxic. This includes food, people, habits, even brands, like brand name clothes maybe that you like to buy. Maybe it's causing a hole in that pocketbook or maybe they are not a good company. So there may be some research on your part that may need to happen if you're one of these people with that they're referring to with the designer items. However, the main thing is this is death to the old self, letting it go. In the traditional tarot, this card has the guy laying on his face, his stomach, and there's 10 swords in his back. Yeah, we can think of that too as all the backstabbing. Pull out the swords, let it go. You are more than what you think you are, and you're definitely more than what people have told you you are. And it's letting all that go and releasing. Just release, release, release. Many have already gone through a physical purging, whether it was vomiting, diarrhea, crying. If you're still going through that, stop the resistance and let it just flow. I know when you're physically purging with the sickness, it's hard because nobody likes to feel sick, but it is the body's reaction, and it is that letting go and that part of ascending and growing. So yeah, if that is you, just try your best. Know the outcome is for the better in the end. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is getting that balance within ourselves and entering into new timelines and learning the flow, how you give what you give out, you get back, and just allowing that flow to wax and wane. I heard, even though that's like moon cycles. because I know my hands moving like the ocean, but they're just showing me that infinity, how it's just back and forth, never ending, back and forth. And it is a balancing act because, yeah, we still have to be here on earth, but we are higher beings, and anything can set us off, but it is remembering to keep that balance, to keep connected with Mother, and just keep it flowing and flowing. And by saying, even with the pentacles, give what you can, you'll get back more than what you gave in many instances. Just that free flowing, letting it go. And then we have the sun. What is today? Yeah, this is what this day is all about. The inner child. And I have to bring up Zoe again because this is exactly what she had said in her video yesterday. That this day is all about the sun card, and we do have a child on this particular card as well, and it is keeping that inner child alive and vibrant, and just that whole carefree of loving life, letting the flow of everything go and not resisting. Allow yourself that silliness, allow yourself to feel young, even if you need to act younger than your age. It's just age. We need that child present, and a good part of the purging that many have gone through is to heal that child so this child feels safe. It is time to bring the child forward. The child never goes away as we grow older. The child is always there, but the child's not always safe to come out. And it is time for that child to be present alongside with you in the now. That child is safe, and remind yourself it is safe. And just grab every blessing this day holds, because you are worthy of everything the universe has waiting for you. So let's pull from this Sacred Power deck. I know there's a card in here I don't know, but I'm not prepared with the book, so we'll see. Yeah, so what last message do you have for us, or last blessing, I should say, on this summer solstice? That last message. Ooh, thank you. Oh, beautiful. Compassion. Yeah, starting with yourself, having compassion for yourself. Remember, you are so loved by the universe, by your guides, your angels, your star family. You're more loved than what you feel here on this plane. And often we beat ourselves up because we don't feel the love, but the more you allow yourself to connect, and it comes with meditation and having some kind of a spiritual practice, that you do connect with your guides and the universe, and you feel that love just coming in, and you know it doesn't matter what humans think because you feel it. So yeah, compassion for yourself first. Allow yourself the process that we go through. We're taught not to cry. So if you feel like you need to cry, be easy on yourself and let those tears fall. And then, of course, compassion for others, because what's that old saying? Treat others how you want to be treated. Yeah, we we don't need to be out there being jerks and demanding and being little brats. We we are divine, and we need to remember that divinity. We don't need to come down to the 3D level and not show that compassion to others as well. And I just love how this is so full of lotuses. So, and we have some rainbow wings back here. So this is like a depiction of our divinity, our connection to the heavens, to the angelic, and to the supernatural beyond the veil. And it's time for us to cross through. So yeah, that's it for the cards. They did want me to show the light drawing that came through earlier, and it is the Solstice Blessing. And again, it is love and the completion of the cycle and our blooming souls, and just continuing the whole carefreeness of a child, going with the flow, loving life, and allowing ourselves to enjoy life. What's the point of being here, especially if we signed up for many returns? We may as well enjoy it. So yeah, no more resisting. Just learn to love everything of this planet, of the people, and especially of yourselves. So yeah, that's it for this summer solstice blessing. I will end with a plug. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, you can visit galacticdivination.com. And if you are interested in a customized light drawing, you can visit my Etsy page, Galactic Light Codes, or Galactic Divination, also on Etsy. So many blessings going out there to my soul tribe, my star family, my guides, angels, dragons, everybody involved in my life. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time.